taking everything from me. Everything. But I won't give up. I won't allow them to win. I will survive this final part. So, welcome back, folks. With me, Phil Turrell. If I sound a bit different, well, I finally got a new mic for my my setup, so that's pretty awesome. So hopefully I sound really good. If not, well, I guess that's a bad thing. But I think it does sound pretty nice and nifty. So I'm going to show something kind of neat. Go ahead and start off, because I actually recorded this part earlier, but I didn't like how I was performing. So we'll see. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to make some special enhanced handgun ammo, and I'm not going to shoot too much of this ammo off. I just really want to show off. I'll show it off in the save room, but actually I'll have to waste some of the ammo to actually use it, but that's okay. So I want to go ahead and shoot off some of this handgun ammo first, and I'll come back here in a minute just to show off. Okay, so it's 15. Okay, let's go ahead and load this up. And I'm trying to think if there's any zombies around here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this handgun ammo away, leave me a slot open, and then we're going to go and solve a puzzle, and then we'll eventually have to come back to that door we came in. So we go this way. This is a puzzle that we have to actually solve, this steam puzzle, which is not very hard. I find that if you just keep on hitting the switches as you get closer to that, well, I said closer, as you just hit that switch, this switch, and then that switch, and then go in reverse order, hit this switch here, so you can backtrack a little bit. Since you hit those switches, the steam actually will stop right here, so you can get access. Since that steam's there, you can hit this switch, and then that'll shut that off. But then we will be able to hit those switches in the back over here to turn off the steam. So hit this switch right here, and that will cut off the steam, and we can get to the power control. To do that, the power will activate here in the Dead Factory, which is the name of this place. Power has been supplied to the power safety system, or the power system. So we have power back. But to access that door, we actually have to, let me do that. We actually have to do a water puzzle that's pretty infamous in Resident Evil 3, Jesus. So we're done with here. I know for a fact there are some drain Demoses up ahead. So I'm going to take me a mixture of blue herbs, which I know there's blue herbs back there, but I'm going to take this just in case. I'm not going to use, I guess I could try. Let's try that. Maybe I might be able to stun them with the enhanced handgun ammo. Yep. So they stun really nice. Ah, shit. Get off me. Yeah, they stun, but I still would not recommend, taking out these things with handgun ammo. Okay, so I'm in caution, which is pretty bad. Let me go ahead and take out this drain Deimos right here. Shoot him down. There we go. He's dead. Okay, I think that's a drain Deimos. Now, if that's not a drain Deimos, then that's a brain sucker. Actually, no, I think that's a brain sucker. So we use that key that we got in there with that little Hank dangling little plastic card to access here, and turn right here, you get the map to the Dead Factory. Okay, let's go ahead and equip the shotgun because there are zombies here, and I do not want to get bit by zombies. So let's go ahead and go this way. Oh shit! It's kind of hard to land a headshot on this shotgun because it's such a short-barreled shotgun. And I know for a fact I am going to heal myself because in the next hallway we're going to be fighting hunters, and hunters, I ain't fucking with hunters. Hunters are the one enemy type in this game except for Nemesis, I don't really jack around with, because I'm not playing with that instant kill attack of theirs. Oh shit, I'm out of ammo. Okay. Do this. Come on. You dead. Alright, let's go ahead and grab these herbs. And I totally wasted so much ammo here on these zombies, but I wouldn't sweat it so much if I didn't have the infinite magnum. And incidentally, the first time you play is, instead of getting the infinite ammo, you actually get Carlos's assault rifle, and And in that case, that thing tears up. In some ways, I actually like that gun more because it actually stun locks the hunters. It'll stun lock zombies. It'll basically stun like everything but the Nemesis and bosses. That's why I kind of like it more. But having infinite magnum, I mean, no one's going to complain about having an infinite magnum. Oh, hell no. I didn't... Oh, no. There we go. Okay. So if hunters are here, then that means that there are going to be zombies in the next hallway. I forgot that it switches. Because I had zombies here. I didn't have hunters here. So this is kind of nice that these hunters are here because I don't have to worry about them later. But of course, do not ever fuck around with hunters. They will insta-kill you once your health gets to a certain level. So I'm glad these are taken care of now. So down here there'll be zombies. Or there'll be worms. Little grave diggers. Miniature diggers, if you will. That's rather interesting. So we had zombies in the last hallway. And then we have little miniature grave diggers here. Kind of very, very interesting. Okay, so here what we're going to do is we're going to examine this water sample. Because we need that. And we're going to examine this security manual, which basically says that in the event that this plant logs down, you have to supply power and then use the water sample to make sure that the plant does not think it's infected. But the interesting thing about this, because, you know, Umbrella had the absolute mastery of foresight to build a freaking factory behind a park where normal people can find it. And, you know, if they find them, you know, you're gonna, like, you know, blast them, or you're gonna take them into the laboratory as guinea pigs and they'll get rewarded. So very very interesting security protocol, I have to say. Okay, not very interesting, but it's very stupid. I mean, why build this right behind a freaking park? Okay, anyways, enough of that. Umbrella's not the smartest bunch in the whole wide world, am I right? So let's go ahead and put this shotgun ammo, the shotgun, and this herb away. And I'll go put, I'll leave the Mo disc in my possession. Actually, no, I'll put the Mo disc right there because that's, we're not going to fight any enemies here, not for a bit. So go down these stairs and we'll be in the, I would say, the most hardest puzzle in Resident Evil 3. And I didn't ignore these gunpowders. I'm just choosing to get them after the fact. So use your key card right here. And then you'll actually, you know, change the card a little bit. It makes a little note here. It says ultraviolet rays are applied to the water, and they'll say there's a slot for a card. And if you remember that that key has a card on it, you can actually, you know, use it there like I showed. So here, use the water sample. And what you have to do is you have to match that pattern with those three patterns on there that we can rotate. So if it is medium to empty, we're going to have a different solution than what I had before. Because what I had high, then empty, but now we have medium to empty. So let's go ahead and operate this. So right now the result on the bottom is what I'm getting when A, B, and C are combined. And so I need to rotate A, B, and C, so I make that pattern at the very top. So for A, we're going to rotate left 4 times. 1, 2, and then a 3, and then a 4. And then we are going to go to B. And then for B, we are going to go right twice. 1, 2, and then for C, let's go ahead and C. C will be left twice. So 1, 2, okay, and then check. And that should be it, hopefully. Please be it. Yes, that's it. Okay, awesome. So we proved to the computer that the water quality check has passed the safety level, so now we can unlock more areas of this dead factory. The log seems to have been released. That's awesome. Yay! So let's take all this gunpowder right quick. And we are going to make some freeze rounds. And then the freeze rounds are what I'm going to be using to take on the next boss. Oh yeah, I didn't get that first aid spray too, I guess. Do that. Do this. I really hope that eventually GOG can release like Resident Evil Code Veronica, because I would like to eventually play Code Veronica for a channel, because that's actually, Code Veronica was supposed to be Resident Evil 3, and this was actually supposed to be like kind of like a side story to Resident Evil 2. But somehow, I guess in the development, they decide, hey, you know what? Let's just go ahead and make Resident Evil Nemesis into Resident Evil 3, and then let's go ahead and make Resident Evil 3 into Code Veronica. And they were probably like, I mean, you know what? All right, let's do that. We're almost done with this game, so like, yeah, you're right. Let's just go ahead and make Resident Evil 3 or Resident Evil Nemesis Resident Evil 3, which I guess it was a smart thing. I mean, I don't see any problem with that. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. I'm gonna make freeze rounds with this. I'm gonna make a lot of freeze rounds with this actually, because I think I have one more C here. I think I have some more A's and B's here, but I'm not gonna over mix. I mean, I could, but I don't see the point. We got that. So now we need the where is it? System disk for sure. Where is it? My ammo creator. There we go. Let's go ahead and use this, combine that. We get freeze rounds, combine this with this, and we get more freeze rounds, so that's awesome. Let's get the grenade launcher. Where is my grenade launcher? Right there. Awesome. And I guess while I'm at it, I'll just go ahead and get the grenades that were right there. Combine this with this, combine this with this. So all my stuff is stacked. And then I think I'm done. I'll go ahead and use the ink ribbon to save. And yeah, I guess that's it. Okay. And from the previous part, I also didn't have enough experience in shotgun shell creation to get upgraded shotgun shells. So if you're wondering, well, why is there a 7 there, Phil? Well, I tried playing it and I didn't like the way the boss fight turned out. So let's go ahead and equip the Magnum, and then let's go ahead and go have our fun inside the Dead Factory if there's any more zombies or anything. Screw these grave worms. Grave worms, grave diggers. Oh hell no, I'm not playing. Oh fuck. I'll blow myself up, I don't care. I'll blow myself up, I don't care. I don't want to deal with freaking hunters. There we go. Okay. And they like spawned like another 3 in here. That's just like amazing. I could imagine being stuck in that area with like next to no good ammo with hunters of all things. I would be miserable. Okay. This way. So let's go ahead and equip the grenade launcher with freeze rounds. And we're going to get an interesting cutscene here. If you chose to dive off the bridge with Nemesis, you won't get this cutscene. You'll just go straight into the boss fight after using the mode disc.
You're still wandering around.
Nikolai?
No,
so,
not you again.
Get out of here alone. Is that your plan?
I made certain none of the other supervisors survived.
You asshole.
Since I'll be the only one who knows what really happened, I'll have more bargaining power when it comes to discussing my bonus.
Then why kill me? I'm not on their payroll.
They want you eliminated for reasons of their own. The amount is modest, but there is a reward to be claimed upon the confirmation of your death.
That's great. Except I have no intention of contributing to your retirement fund.
Someone's not going to be happy that Nikolai said that he's taking pot shots at Jill. One guess to guess who that was. No, that doesn't sound good at all. That whole exchange reminds me of the exchange with in Aliens where Ripley confronts Burke and says, "You don't see them trying to screw each other over a percentage." That's what it reminds me of. All because of, company, money, and all that shit, man. Look where it led you. It got you dead in the rafters. Okay. Nikolai will not meet his end here if he chose to dive off the rafters, and I'll have Future Phil show that cutscene when we get to that area, just to show it off. So let's go ahead, not that. Let's use this. I brought the freaking ink ribbon with me. Oh my god. Okay. Once you use this system disc or mode disc, you'll start the boss fight. It is time limited, so you need to be very hasty in beating this boss, and you need to bring your most powerful weapons. Or some of them.
Warning. Proceeding with operation.
That's not good. Definitely not good.
Please evacuate immediately.
And even though it starts with 4 minutes, we're only going to get basically 3.5. Of course, it had to be Nemesis. I'd expect no less. And this boss fight music is probably one of my favorites in Resident Evil, in the classic Resident Evil series. I know Resident Evil 2 has a lot of good music, and this right here, this music, it's a very showdown-ish music with Nemesis. And for good reason. As you saw there, that acid or fluid actually really hurt Nemesis a lot. Nope, I didn't mean to do that. I'm going to shoot him once more. No, I missed it. Okay, I hit him once. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for that fluid to recharge. You can see the little lights there that indicate when it's recharging. Okay, so it's almost there. Ow. Ow. And he's a lot weaker now. This right here, I wouldn't normally joke around with Nemesis. But in this case, I'm absolutely going to do everything I can in order to hit these valves. So when you hit him a second time with the valves, he'll lose one of his hands. So right here, he's getting a lot weaker. Ow. Oh shit. And because I hit that, he's not stupid enough to walk right into the acid. Right here, I'm just going to run, I'm going to avoid him. I'm not going to take a pot shot at him right there. But I like to stand right here because I can see where he's going. Ow. Ow. I forget, like, he does that stabbing attack with his arm. Come on, come on. Oh, no. I hate that auto-targeting. Crap, man. I really do. That alligator? It looks like an alligator's right there. Ow. Oh, I think we got him with the acid. So there, he loses his head. So his head goes bye-bye. Now he's just going to swing all randomly. Kind of appropriate. Oh my god, Jill, stop. Just stop. He doesn't even know where to hit. It's very entertaining. So you just pop him full of whatever ammo you got, and he will go down. He doesn't know what to do. And you can hit it one more time with the acid, or you can just keep on hitting. In which case, if you don't blow off his head here, he will lose his head right there. So either way, he loses his head. But I don't know if he loses his arm, but I know he loses his head. Okay. Let's go ahead and leave because I don't want to take a nice dip into the chemical down there. You take the key card, yes. And the boss fight is not hard, especially use the valves. And you don't have to use the valves to kill Nemesis. You can kill Nemesis with your own ammo. So let's get out of there and we'll see the nifty cutscene. Now, if you read the manual for that earlier, that chemical basically dissolves organic material, so Nemesis' body is not going to be around anymore. Hopefully. If we learn anything from Resident Evil, there is always going to be a final boss. And Nemesis, unfortunately, that Nemesis right there, I said that Nemesis. Nemesis is over there is not going to be fighting us anymore. At least, I think so. Maybe. Oh, Magnum. I love thee. Okay. Let's continue on. And I'm probably making the last part of the game a joke, but as far as I'm concerned, I earned the right to make this part a joke by taking on Nemesis 7 times. Alright. So now, let's go ahead and store away this. And I'm going to go ahead and take these first aid sprays I have in here, because I can actually combine my first aid box with this to store away some first aid sprays. And this is really busted because, I mean, you basically have 6 full heals here. Now, I think first aid sprays in this game will absolutely destroy your ranking, but I really do not care because, I mean, all the weapons you get you can unlock from an optional minigame that you play after you beat the game called Operation Jackal, I believe, or Mad Jackal, I believe. And that's how you unlock the assault rifle versus sequent playthroughs, the rocket launcher, and even a chain gun, aka a minigun. So here, examine this. You'll see it's closed with a sturdy looking door. There's a tiny slot where a plastic card could fit. So this is why we took that card and used it in the water puzzle room. Because when you use that, it will unlock this and we will get the rocket launcher. Now, this rocket launcher is very useful in Jill's other branch, where when we get to the missile, or to the tower where the missile strike is going to commence, or like the timer for that missile strike is going to commence, that's where you get a decision with Nikolai to negotiate with him or take him out. You can take him out if you have the rocket launcher. If you negotiate with him, he manages to escape, and well, you don't get another shot at taking him out after that. So you only have one shot, and you have to take him out with the rocket launcher. But since Nemesis already, you know, did Nikolai in for us, we don't have to worry about that. So let's go ahead and do this. Take this out. 3 zombies taken care of. And why not? I'll go ahead and take these healing items. Interestingly enough, if you remember in Resident Evil 2, there were 6 Tyrant pods that got dropped. So there were 6 Mr. X's. Leon took out one of them canonically. There are 5 extra Mr. X capsules, and we're going to find out where those extra 5 landed from.
Jill, where are you? If you can hear this transmission, respond immediately.
I'm here. What's up?
I got us a ride. The chopper engines are running and ready to go.
On my way.
The city's about to become ground zero. Hurry up! And don't forget to take that device with you.
What does it do?
That device tracks the distance of the approaching missile. Make sure you bring it with you. Now listen to me. Don't give up. We're both gonna survive this. Just get over here.
It's a portable radar receiver. You got the radar receiver. So before you do anything, search here. I think there's actually one more set of Magnum bullets here. Yes, so there's here, but I'm not gonna grab. Why not? I'll grab it. So there's actually two things of raw Magnum bullets. So examine this ladder right here, and this will start the timer for the final section of the game.
Warning. Missile attack confirmed. Emergency level D.
Emergency
All
level D.
personnel
We're dead.
evacuate immediately.
So we are locked out. We cannot go back. We have to continue now. Forward. We go down.
You're still alive. Such persistence.
Nikolai?
Sorry, but there is no escape from here.
Jill, what happened?
Carlos. The choppers.
I guess this is it then. But I don't want to die in a place like this. This isn't over yet. I'm not giving up, Jill. We still have a chance. I am not going to give up. Jill, that's it. We've got to find a way out of here. Now!
Warning. Missile attack confirmed. Warning. Missile attack confirmed. Emergency level D. All personnel evacuate immediately.
So, you want to get out of here alone? Is that your plan?
I make certain none of the other supervisors survive. Since I'll be the only one who knows that really happened, I'll have more bargaining power when it comes to discussing my bonus.
Then why kill me? I'm not on their payroll.
They want you eliminated for reasons of their own. The amount is modest, but there is a reward claimed upon the confirmation of your death. Although I'm sure I'll miss you, it's time to say goodbye. You can either accept death with dignity or die with regret. It's entirely up to you.
So here, oh, why not? I'll just use this one last time. Let's go ahead and put these magnum bullets up. Okay, and now I'm going to keep what I have here, because, I mean, the final boss is not very difficult. Screw you. Get off me. Especially with a rocket launcher, of all things. Here we go. Take out the zombie. Right there. There's shotgun shells there on the left. I'm not going to grab those. I don't have a shotgun with me. Now, remember those Mr. X's I was talking about? So, there's going to be 5 Mr. X's here. Locate all around. What was that? Okay, so there's 1, there's 2. Actually, there's 1. I want to say that's another one right there. But anyways, there's 1 right here, and I believe the other 4 are located in here. And you can even see the pods here. So 2, 3 right there. Let's go ahead and examine this.
Checking system.
Or maybe I was mistaken. There was 1 by the door. The exit door. So it's 5. I'm trying to think where there's a 6th one. Maybe there's another one outside the door. Thank you, Merciless Cannon. So what you do is you're going to push these batteries in order. So number 1 goes first off, of course. Alright, now what you got put in 2 and 3, but what the hell? What's that? And that right there is the remains of Nemesis, the Nemesis parasite, what's left of it with the body. So it needs to get large, so it's going to do some very suggestive things to that Mr. X right there. And this right here is the final boss. We're going to run, and we're going to place these batteries in order. Come on, push. Oh, Mr. X is right there underneath the cannon. So 2, 3... and then 4 in the wall. So 1, 2, and then 3 is in the wall, and then 4 is where Nemesis ate some of the Mr. X. There's 1 on the outside, so it's 5, and then the 1 we took out. But anyways, you push all these batteries in, and what happens is this gun is going to shoot, and we need to get Nemesis in the path of it, of course, because, you know, that's how we roll. I've been talking so much about the Mr. X's, I forgot to talk about the boss fight. Right here, I'm just going to go ahead and heal. I don't want to really die. And I'm going to go use the rocket launcher, because, you know, why not? Right here, you just take a shot, and you start shooting Nemesis. And if we just lead him this way, that would be perfect. Come on. Come on. First shot is not normally going to hit Nemesis, but get out of the way, that way you don't get hit by it. Stay right here in the corner, we'll blow up in the hole, so now we have a way of going around this structure. So now all we got to do is lure Nemesis right here in the middle. Let's get out of the way! Will try to eat some more Mr. X, but when it hits, it will hit him, and it will hopefully damage him enough to kill him, or, which in this case it did, because I heard him enough. If you do enough damage and that thing hits him, he will die, and I think you still can kill him with guns, but that's by far the easiest way of doing it.
Warning. System overheating.
Thank you, Merciless Cannon.
Cooldown.
Alright, let's go ahead and get out of dodge. Dude, what the freak, man? He's not dead yet. He still wants more of Jill. So we get an infinite infinite choice here. We can exterminate the monster, ignore and evacuate. I'm going to exterminate it because I got the time to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and finally we get the 6th shot.
Stars, alchemist stars.
Hell yeah! Luckily, its health bar only needed 6 magnum bullets to take it out. And that's it. Nemesis is dead. He is finally dead. Or I guess the Nemesis parasite. So you can stay here and watch it dissolve into nothing. Or you can escape. I have plenty of time, so I'm going to enjoy the fruits of my labors. That was a very, very... compared to the rest of Nemesis's fights, this and the previous one is not very much of anything at all. So it's all dead now. So let's go ahead and leave. And it's very possible that you could run out of time if you just take your time and just look at it. So if you're not one of those people that enjoy watching Nemesis dissolve nothing, I would just run it. Let's go ahead and get out here. I'm going to stay silent for the rest of this cutscene, so enjoy it, folks. I'll catch you in a minute.
I guess we're all set.
All right then, we're out of here.
Oh no.
It's here. It's time to go.
That's it. I've had it. This time they've gone too far.
Chill!
It's over, Carlos.
What are you talking about? Don't you hear that? There's a second chopper, and it's here to rescue you!
But who is it? Who could possibly be looking for me?
It doesn't matter, we just have to be there when it lands.
Thanks, you saved us.
I couldn't let you die.
Is it you?
Are you ready to finish this?
It's coming!
Yeah. It's the end.
That's it. Umbrella's going down.
And that is the end of Raccoon City. So we're going to get a little bit of a newscast right here. So let's see what happens with this newscast, which is very ominous, of course.
And now we have a rather unfortunate turn of events. It seems that the President and the Federal Council have passed judgment over the civilians of Raccoon City. The President and Federal Council have ruled that the Bacillus Terminate operation is the best course of action for this extreme situation, and have since executed. Based on that fact, Raccoon City has been literally wiped off the map. Current reports have the death toll surpassing the 100,000 mark. Our hearts go out to those poor civilians of Raccoon City.
Alright, well that's the end of Resident Evil 3 and the end of Raccoon City, except I think Resident Evil Requiem, I think we go back to visit Raccoon City, as far as I know, but I could be wrong. But the ending for this actually differs a little bit if you get the alternate ending, and actually Barry saves Claire, rescues Jill in that ending. So I think that was the more canonical ending. But this one, It's not too bad here, but the other one's actually way better. But what did I think about this? Oh, wonderful game. Well, this game, like I said, is my favorite of the original trilogy. And I would say it's second behind Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil 4 is probably by far my favorite out of all of them. And, man, going back and playing this with an HD remaster patch on it, or mod, so much more better. It's like playing this game, like, I would say almost 100%, like, for the first time all over again. So if you ever get this version of the game on PC from GOG or wherever you get it, I would highly recommend getting the HD remaster patch. And I forgot what the I think it's the HD seamless patch. Super worth it, 100% worth it. I would give it a chance. It makes this game so much more better. And actually, I think you can do that same patch for Resident Evil 2. I think Resident Evil 1. For the GOG PC releases of it, or any PC release for that matter. But amazing game, amazing music. Nemesis absolutely is terrifying in this game the first time you play it. I don't recommend going after him, but once you get the hang of the controls and how the game handles, 100%, you could go after Nemesis and not be too worried about it. But that is the end of the original trilogy and the end of awful tank controls, technically. I would argue Resident Evil 4 still has kind of tank controls, but not nearly as bad. Maybe some will disagree with me, but I kind of still feel like it is. The next time we tackle the Resident Evil series, I'm going to go ahead and tackle the original Resident Evil 4. And then from there, Resident Evil 5, maybe 6, and maybe I'll go back and play RE2 Remake, RE3 Remake, and RE4 Remake, yay! And then hopefully by then we might have Resident Evil 5 Remake by then, if I ever get to it at that point. But that's the end of Resident Evil 3, folks. And let's see what my grade is. It's probably very horrible. Presented by Capcom. And we ride off to the sunset. And then Leon is going to pick up the... Leon will pick up in the next numbered entry. But it would be nice if we got Resident Evil Code Veronica. So... time 3, 23, 39, saved 7 times. We got a grade C. But that's the end of this Let's Play, folks. If you like it, please consider like, subscribing to the channel, leaving a comment. And thank you once again for joining me on this. And I will catch you in the next one, folks. Later and bye. Oh, we get an epilogue. So I guess that's kind of cool. I'll leave it here and then I will let y'all do with it whatever you will. But after that, I'm heading out. Please forgive me, Claire. Chris Redfield has just finished this letter with a signature phrase. As he removes his sunglasses, a lady walks past one of the light steps. She looks about the same age as Claire, he thinks. A short time later, Chris discovered that his sister was looking for him, but was caught. Which leads us into the the Resident Evil Code Veronica game. So, on that, folks, I'll catch you in the next one. Later and bye.